Oh, didn't see y'all there. I'm Retrohalo, Retro for short, and we're here with Waveforevafilms. I'm here with
Ruby, hi.
and you know what I'm saying? We gonna spice some shit up today. We gonna get in it. Okay, let's go. Let's get right in. All right.
So to start, tell us a little bit about your background.
Nah, but I'm from, born and raised in Boston, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I'm tired of this city. I love my city so much, but when you stay somewhere too long, you want to kind of expand everywhere, explore the world, but I'm always gonna come back to my city. I love my city. I'm from Roxbury in Austin, but so you know what I'm saying? I got the best of both worlds growing up and shit, but I've learned to really love my city more, especially the more I've grown up in it, but I definitely want to see more. I have that in me. I need to, Everybody gotta hear retro. What retro's about, Retro gotta do. Retro gotta see.
So what
All hunted today, by the way.
Yes, sir. So what is retro about?
I'm about me, being primarily me. Like, especially like being a young adult, and especially in today's age, and not even just being a young adult, but like with people in general, I just see a lot of people just they either don't know who they are themselves in general, or don't know how to go about finding themselves or being themselves in the right way. So I feel as if and me being who I am, I don't necessarily try to be anybody else but me, because I feel like I'm actually wasting much more energy on doing that rather than just putting time and effort into just being what I already come with, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would rather not try at all to be anybody else but who I am, to be honest with you. It doesn't really resonate with me. When you actually try to do so, also, like I said, you're wasting much more time and energy and effort into putting into something much more valuable, like yourself. So, yeah.
So, what kind of music do you make?
I make my own style of like hip hop, trap, R&B, alternative, like etc. all in one. Another way, and one only other way I get to explain it is like, I tell people I literally make retro music because my music is very of today and today's style, but it's also retrograding back in time all at the same time, and my sound is what that sounds like, I guess you could say. I also just make what I would love to listen to myself at the time, while resonating it with other people in the world as well. So I'm a very universal type of person. I'm very, you'll hear it. You listen to you see my art, you see
a little bit of everything, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, so like that's the thing too. So I like to consider myself an everything type of guy. I not only just music, but I'm an all-around artist in general. But with music also at the same time, I'm well-rounded in almost all aspects in it, except for engineering. Engineering's the last thing and the only thing I gotta learn at this point now, which is very hard. Shout out to my engineers, all my family, got Phoenix, everywhere else. Yeah, help me be who I am. Not looking at you, but you know what I mean.
So
Anyways,
they help you be who you are?
They do. They help me so much. Fuck you, Ed. No, fuck with you. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like music is very important to me. You know what I'm saying? So I take it very seriously, and I appreciate it very much so in a way where a lot of people, I guess you could say, don't. So, yeah.
How did music change or make you?
It made me more of who I am today, and it changed me by making me realizing who I am more as a person through it, and that also helped me with figuring that out in other aspects of my life in general, and just being more well-rounded in it as well, like really helps you keep an open mind anyway, and I guess you could say in general, and not even just like just because music can teach me this, but like anything can teach you this in general. Just really having an open mind really can take you far in the learning process in this world, and learning about yourself and just life in general. And what you love, what you resonate to, what you don't resonate to, etc. You know what I'm saying? I have, as much as they may not look like it, sometimes I can struggle with expressing myself, but music definitely helps me express the fuck out of myself. So, yeah, I take pride in that. Definitely.
So how do you feel your music, I wouldn't say fit into Boston, but could change Boston?
My music changes Boston because I feel like it is a lot and can be a lot of what Boston has to offer, but at the same time, and like you can still notice some type of Boston style in it, but at the same time, like I'm here to also offer a really new sound that Boston doesn't really hear as much, in the way that I am delivering it as a very distinctive way where it's right in your face, but also helps you learn and get to experience everything in a way that you want, and it helps you experience it at a step-by-step learning level as well, so you can dissect it in your own way, so you can either resonate more with it or probably resonate with something else, but at least you'll end up taking something away from it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I take a lot of time and effort into delivering that in my music. Also, like, even when I don't, like, I'm a very vibey artist. Like, I love to sing a lot too, and I love a lot of like chill and mellow vibes. I love melodies in general and being very melodic. But I can also resonate on anything else. Like, you can hear me on something that you don't want to hear, and I'll still make sure.
Okay, so do you feel like you get the recognition in Boston that you deserve?
Yes and no. Like, definitely a lot of certain people, at least definitely now, know of me, but they don't know me, and they need to know me to understand me better. So then, know me, I guess you could say, actually, because I've been around. So I also started off early on making music as a producer at first, before becoming more well-rounded in music and artistry in general, because I was just, even though I was still out on the front, I started also still behind the scenes a little bit, but then I started taking it upon myself the more I found myself more through that, and you know what I mean? Like, I found a certain light through that, an enlightenment that I can then share with the rest of the world as I was growing more in that aspect. And then actually more so resorted to making more songs now rather than beats, X, Y, and Z.
So, you say your music is current style with a little bit of past styles,
Yeah.
and you're making your own retro beat.
Yeah.
How do you think that can affect or change the way we listen to music, or the type of music we listen to?
It opens your mind, definitely. It definitely doesn't keep you just surrounded around one or the same thing always. Like it opens people's minds to knowing that there is more out there and that there can be more that you can resonate to other than what you already do with right now. So I just feel like my music speaks for that strong. It like I said, it is a newer style that I've been working on and I've been actually trying to push out into the city, and not only the city but the world. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where that goes, because just like I said, like I really appreciate and enjoy and love music the way I guess I at least feel like I should. And yeah, I was also gonna say, like, with my producer grounds as well, that helped me appreciate music 10 times more than how I even feel like I would have, because I feel like in general, so like it's weird. I started off and I was playing more so like acoustic instruments at one point in my life. Then I cut all that out and put that all into producing finally. And then went from producing, that's when I started to branch out into everything else. But I resonate with everything because of that in terms of music and in terms of genres, styles, X, Y, and Z. Because as a producer, I feel like in order to necessarily be a good producer, I feel like, and especially be versatile, one, you're already technically playing every single instrument there is on one software, on a computer, if you're a digital producer. And at that, if you are doing so, I feel like if you're already doing that, I at least personally feel like I have no choice but to appreciate every single instrument and sound there is to offer through that. And then that helps me then appreciate all genres and styles of music because I understand them better. So it's like I don't care what genre or style of music it is, as long as it sounds good to me, it sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of also what I listen to isn't what I make, so that helps. And it's weird even in that. A lot of what I listen to isn't kind of what I make via like song making wise, but then a lot of what I listen to is definitely what I don't produce. Like I listen to like everything if I'm just from the listener's perspective, but like if I'm making beats, let's say, like I either still like making melodic beats a little bit, but I love making a lot of hard knocking like show rockers, like, you know what I'm saying? But then if it's like an all around music aspect, if I'm making a song, then it's just my own style. So yeah, I'm really complicated with music and just my persona in general behind it. So yeah.
As an upcoming person, you will have positive fans, other fans with more judgment, and then just some people who just they just talk too much.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with the people that talk?
I talk a lot, so
More
to be
like
honest, like
judgy talk too much.
I know how to handle all aspects of that because I already know where that comes out of me. So once that question honestly comes into play when, if and when they can't even surpass how much I even talk myself or are projecting that out myself. I don't necessarily try to be on the negative end of things though, especially how certain people can be, but that also helps me shut it out anyway, even more and easier, because that's not already what I think about or resonate with or what I try to deliver or approach with. Because I don't care. I don't give a fuck about being bad. Like, everybody has a bad day, but you don't necessarily gotta spit that out every single time because you're having it again or currently. So yeah. And I love all my haters anyway. They help the vision. They help make me money. They help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know.
If you could change anything in the music industry,
the closed-mindedness behind a lot of listening and consumption, and the fast consumption also creates less appreciation for hard work. I'm a very hard worker, so I respect the process and I love working as hard as I do on it. And I don't necessarily respect anything else out of that. I guess you could say.
Do you think Boston can boost you to where you want to be?
Yeah, to a certain extent, if it happens or if it plays out the way it should. But not every good thing lasts forever also, right?
So where can the audience find you?
The audience could definitely find me everywhere at Retrohalo on all social media platforms and all streaming music platforms as well. I'm on everything and everywhere. Definitely active on Instagram. Any work and anybody who wants to work, shoot me a DM. Anybody who just wants to listen to some good music from right over. Or a different style of music.
So it was great meeting you.
Good meeting you too. Thank you.